How's it going today, everybody? I have a Sony tech review on the Sony E-Series NWZ E475. This is a 16GB Walkman from Sony. It's their newest. I had to replace my old 8GB, so I upgraded to this 16GB model. I'm sorry the camera's not picking up the screen of the Walkman that well, but I'll be able to talk about the features anyway. It's a 16GB Walkman, but it doesn't actually have 16 gigs of memory. It's actually 13.9 because it has, the operating system for the Walkman, and also it has a program built into the Walkman that converts files to the correct format. This is a very nice feature. The old Walkmans also have it. You simply take all of your, if you have iTunes or whatever, you drag your music out of iTunes and put it right into the program, and it automatically sorts it and puts it on the Walkman, just like an iPod would sort it. So it's a very nice feature. Everything transfers, works perfectly. The Walkman has a podcast section, and it groups them, in folders. It also has auto resume on all of the podcasts, so you can go back to listening to whichever one you want at any time, and it's right where you left off. One of the other cool features of this Walkman, it also has video. 6 hours, I believe, of video playback and 36 hours of audio playback. That's actually a 14-hour downgrade from last year's model that had a 50-hour life cycle, but that is now selling for about $150. This Walkman is $90 on Amazon, so I recommend you pick this one up, I guess, unless you really like more battery life, and then you can go ahead and pay the $150. It has Sense Me channels, which you're seeing now. Different various types of music, like we're in the morning right now, so it has morning music, extreme, dance, emotional, lounge, mellow, upbeat, relax, energetic, and then shuffle all. These count the beats in the song and try to form it into that type of music. So like morning would be probably more mellow, and extreme is more heavy beat. Dance, of course, is more upbeat. Emotional is more downbeat and sort of country. I always go to those when I'm not sure what I want to play. That shuffles on my music. I love that feature. I really wish that more computer programs like iTunes had that, but unfortunately they do not. It also has an FM tuner. You can make your own background. You can't really see it, but I have the original Walkman as my background. It has alarms to wake you up or to turn off the music after a certain amount of time, and it's just very easy to use. This is the thinnest Walkman, which didn't really matter to me. That's also why they had to put this smaller battery in, but I guess it's cool for people who are measuring the thickness of their devices. It also has games, and another cool feature is, let's say you're playing music, I don't know what it is, and you go to a podcast and you want to go right back to your music. Well, you leave your podcast section and go to the playback range down at the bottom. It takes you right back to what you were listening to. One software difference in this version compared to the old one that I had was if you're listening to a CD on the old one, let's say you're under Taylor Swift and you're listening to Red. If you finish Red, it would go right down to Red Deluxe Edition. This one doesn't. When you get to the end of the CD, it stops, so you then have to pick the next one. It also has bookmarking, so you can make your own playlists, genre, artist, album, pretty standard stuff. It also has voice recording. Just an awesome device for $90. You can put games on here too. I'm not exactly sure what, but just an awesome device. I really don't know why people buy iPods. This is so much easier to use. You don't have to worry about syncing with your iTunes library. This one, you just drag your music and you unhook it and go play. Another difference between this and the old ones is a new port, a new charging port. It's, I think it might be a proprietary port to Sony. I'm not sure. It's not a mini USB like it used to be. It sort of has the same plug as the Vita for power. So, but it comes with it, so don't worry about it. And great battery life, 36 hours is perfect. Like I said, you can get the old Walkman and get 50, but I don't see many people using it 50 hours straight or even 36 hours straight. So I charge it about every other week, and it works great. But guys, that's my Sony tech review for now. My next tech review will actually be the camera that I'm holding, and I'm almost working on getting a 3D cable for it to